guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I am going to be trying out a bunch of new makeup products. I do not have a full face, but I do have lots of other things that I am wanting to try out that I've just found at the pharmacy. So the brand that I will be mostly focusing on today is a brand called W7. Now W7 is a brand that is sold in Chemist Warehouse here in Australia. I don't know if it is all over Australia, but it's here in Brisbane, so that's all I got. W7 is basically a UK based brand and it is super cheap makeup. So the most expensive thing, which was this eyeshadow palette right here, this was $10. Everything else that I have, literally every other product I have, was $4.99. So that's like amazing for any makeup brand, any cheap makeup brand. So let's just get straight into today's video. Okay, so like I said, I don't have a full face, so I've already done my eyebrows, but I do need to carve them out because they're looking a little bit crazy. And ignore my breakouts at the moment all over my forehead. I have no idea what the heck is going on. Every morning I'm waking up to a new pimple and I am just really struggling with my skin at the moment, so we're going to ignore that. So the first thing I have from W7 that I'm going to be using to carve out my eyebrows and pretty much be using as concealer for this whole video. This is the W7 Skin Fresh Concealer and this is in the shade Fair. Now this is the only shade they had. They had other concealers, but this was the only liquid one that I saw. All of the other ones were in like those stick forms that you pop on, and I'm not a fan of those. I don't like them. I just don't like them. So that's what we're going to use today. I'm just going to open it up. Oh, it's in like one of those, it looks, oh wow, that just came flying out. Oh, hello. Oh, it's, okay. Just from looking at it now, the color looks kind of like pinky, but it also looks quite dark. Alrighty, so I'm just going to pick some of this concealer up. Yeah, I don't think this is my shade. It's actually quite peachy, like a peach tone, but we're gonna roll with it anyways. You never know, it could have really good coverage. Oh, my breakouts so bad. I'm sorry, I need to ignore them. Okay, so I'm just going to carve out my eyebrows. Oh, okay. So like when I put it on, it's actually not that peachy toned. How is this a fair shade? Like, if you have like really pale skin, this would actually be pretty dark on you. So it's going on like really smooth. It's not liquidy at all. I mean, like it's liquidy, but it's not like, you know, it's not dripping off my hand, like it's still there. Before I even consider blending that out, I'm gonna leave it and do the other side because I wanna see if this is gonna oxidize, because I kinda hope it doesn't. Okay, I don't think it's oxidized. It's such a weird tone. Doesn't really match me that well. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. We're not having the greatest eyebrow day. Let's move past that. I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow first because I don't know if there's gonna be any fallout and I don't want that to be all over my foundation, so we're gonna go into the eyes. So I'm gonna pick up the concealer that's on the back of my hand and I'm gonna use that to prime my eyelids. Yeah, this is honestly such a strange shade. Like on my hand, it's like, it's pink. But then like I put it on and then it looks like a beige. Honestly though, the coverage is really not bad. I would say it's like a medium coverage. I don't know if it's buildable, but I mean, like, we will find out later on. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores setting powder, and from last time, I am only going to use a tiny amount because last time this powder nearly killed me because it is so finely milled, I thought I was gonna choke and die. Okay, so for eyeshadows today, I picked up the W7 Blazing palette. Blazing. Oh. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like right here. And yes, I know what you're thinking. This looks really, really similar to the Urban Decay, what's it called? It looks like an Urban Decay palette. Oh my god, I forgot what it's called. Whatever, you guys definitely know which one I'm talking about. I'm having a mind blank right now, but that's fine. Now I swatched this in store before I got this because I was like, oh my god, I really don't want to buy an eyeshadow palette that's really shit. So I did swatch only 2 of the dark colors, which were the mattes. I didn't touch the shimmers because usually shimmers are quite fine. They were extremely pigmented on a swatch. So I am very keen to find out how they're going to perform on my eyes. Okay, so the first color I'm going to take is this brownie taupey color right here. Wow. That's so pigmented. I just rolled my brush in it like super lightly. And then I'm just gonna pop this color in my crease. Can't even speak. And I'm gonna wing it out. I'm gonna bring that down to my outer V. It's not patchy from what I can see. It is blending out really, really nicely. Okay, so the next 2 colors I'm going to take are these ones down here. So this is a bit of a darker brown and this is like a brick red kind of color, and I'm just going to mix the 2 together and just put them through my crease. Okay. Wow. I am really, really living for this. This is very impressive. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a big, clean, fluffy brush and I'm now gonna start just like buffing out the edges and seeing how well these really do blend. These are so good. I'm just like more and more impressed each time. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that same brush. By the way, all the brushes that I'm using today are either BH Cosmetics like this one, or I'm using Morphe, because a lot of people always ask me what brushes I use, but I just never tell them. In videos, I mean like I tell them if you ask me. Oh my god, that sounded so bad. So I'm gonna go in with the darkest color of the palette, which is this super dark brown right here. And I'm gonna focus that on my outer V and also my inner corner. So we're doing a halo eye now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with a Morphe little blending brush, and I'm gonna start just really gently buffing out these edges. So what I am finding is that the dark color that I've just put down kind of blended away a little bit. So just like blend it into nothing, which is a little bit upsetting. I'm gonna keep packing it on until I'm happy with it. Okay, so I have tried to build up that darker color as much as I could. So yeah, it has started to get a little bit messy and it's going out further and further. And the more I kind of try and blend in that darker color, it just blends away into nothing. That shade was a bit of a letdown, but it's okay. I'm not gonna let one shade ruin the whole review on this palette. I am gonna go in with a nice light shade on my lids. I'm gonna see how it performs first without a wet brush. Oh, I know what I can use. So I also bought this highlighting palette from W7 as well, and it's just got 4 beautiful highlight shades in here. So I am going to use, I'm going to use this one right here. Okay, so moving on to the face, I did not get a W7 primer, so I'm just gonna go in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I'm just gonna pop that on my face. Alrighty, so for foundation today, I found the W7 Genius Feather Light Foundation. Now, there was literally only one shade that would match me, and I have the shade Buff. Every other shade, when I mean every other shade, there was like 4, was literally pink. Some on there, and then I'll just... Okay, I think this is gonna be way too light, but I can always bronze myself up. It's fine. I've never wanted a foundation in my life to oxidize until now. Okay, but it's blending really well. And the coverage is actually like really, really good. I mean, the main test will definitely be when I go over my forehead where all these pimples are. I am not that white in person. I look like Morticia Addams, for real this time. I know I use that saying a lot, but I really do. I look like a floating head. I am gonna do another pump. And just see if I can build it up in some areas. And we'll see how we go. More so on my forehead because I feel like it needs it. So far this foundation is not bad at all. I feel like it's actually covered up really well. It says it is feather light, and I feel like it lives up to that. So I've got about 1.5 drop, pump drop thingies on my face, and I feel nothing. Like, I literally feel nothing. Like, I'm not even lying right now. Like, I feel like I could layer and layer and layer and I wouldn't feel a single thing. Okay, so we're just gonna go into concealer now. Okay, so I'm gonna pop some of that. Oh, God. All right, maybe this will make me look a lot darker than... We're just gonna blend this out and see how this goes over the top. Maybe this will bring some color to me. I don't know. So it looks like the concealer has taken away some of the foundation, and I'm noticing that definitely on my pimples. Okay, so blending this concealer out was actually super, super easy. It has added no weight to my skin, which is really good. I don't feel anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna set my face. By the way, I'm using the L'Oreal Translucide powder because it is literally my favorite at the moment. I'm actually noticing this concealer isn't like creasing quickly. Like, it's just kind of like staying put. Like, usually I've got like crap tons of lines along my forehead by now, but I have like nothing. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just gonna go in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. And this one's in the shade Deep Natural. And I'm gonna use this to kind of bring back some color in my face. Okay, so now that I've done like my powder and stuff like that, I definitely feel like some of the concealer and the foundation have just not meshed well together. A lot of my pimples are coming through, but at the same time, that could honestly just be for the fact that like going over it with my powder has maybe disturbed all of that. Honestly, I feel like it kind of has made my pores a little bit noticeable compared to some other foundations that I have used. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and finish off my eyes, and then we'll move back onto the rest of the face. I'm going to start with this shade right here, so the very first shade that I used, and I'm going to put that on a blending brush and just blend that back and forth on my lower lash line. Okay, and then with that pencil brush that I was using before, I'm gonna go back in with that really dark shade, the one that was not that impressive. And I'm gonna pop that on the outer corner. Oh, there's fallout. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that highlight shade from the highlighting palette, and I'm going to put this on my inner corner. And then I'm also gonna put this on my brow bone. Okay, so moving on to eyeliner now. I came across the Extra Fine Super Precision Eyeliner Pen. This thing is so skinny and so tiny, it is ridiculous. This is the tiny little eyeliner pen, and these are right up my alley, so... Ooh. What in the hell? It's literally just completely dried out. What? That's going back to the store because that's simply not alright. Oh, I was so looking forward to using this. It's fine, I'll just get another eyeliner, no one panic. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with another new product. This is not by W7, this is actually by Rimmel London. This is the, what is this? What is this even called? I'm just gonna call this the Kate Trio. I made up my own name, there you go. But this is just a highlighter, bronzer, and blusher. I'm not gonna be using the highlighter in this just because I have the other ones I wanna try out, but I am gonna use the bronzer and the blush, and I'm gonna pray that this makes me not look white anymore. That's a bit harsh. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna go in, with the blush as well, which is a beautiful like coral pink shade. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of that. Ooh. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the highlighting palette. I didn't say what this was called. This was called the W7 Strobe Time, and this was only $5. So it is in the shade Vivid Glow, and I'm just gonna mix these two bottom shades and see how they go. Ooh. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, so I just went off camera for a little bit and I did my mascara and my false lashes. The false lashes I'm using today are the Luxe Lashes by Holy Grail Lashes. Okay, so for my lips today, I came across the W7 Pout Pleasure One Stroke Twist Up Lipstick, and I have mine in the shade Lush. And it's just like a little like crayon type, so I'm gonna pop that on, see how we go. Oh wow, that's like super soft and creamy. Wow. I do however feel like this shade is a little too light for me, especially for this kind of look. Alrighty, and then I'm just gonna finish by spraying my face with the Mario Badescu spray just to get rid of this powdered look. Alrighty guys, and that is the completed look. Honestly, I'm actually very impressed with how a lot of these products performed. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you go today. Let me know if you want me to do any more reviews on cheaper makeup, because it's definitely my thing. I love finding really good drugstore brands that are like super cheap and like really good. So if there is any that you want me to check out, please leave them in the comments down below. But until next time, you guys, I will see you on my next video. Bye.